I think I picked the right campground to stay at for a night where it dumps rain, because we have this nice shelter to get ready in this morning, which was pretty good. And it's cleared up quite a bit with the smoke. You can just start to see the glaciers from Mount Assiniboine. Maybe the top will poke out as we walk by Magog Lake today. So just imagine this giant conical peak, snow-tipped peak coming out of the mountains right there. Boom. At least we got to see a little bit of it. Feeling pretty good after yesterday. I did a lot of stretching at camp last night, so none of my muscles are super tight. The only potential issue are my Achilles. They're a little bit tight, but hopefully don't cause any problems. Yeah, today's the biggest day of the trip. 50 kilometers planned, so it's gonna be a big one. Let's see how it goes. I'm eating breakfast on trail. That's what the purpose of these range bars was for, so I could get up and go quickly. It's also still raining and it's also super cold. That's why I'm in my full rain gear right now. But yeah, I'm gonna keep nibbling on this, get a ton of calories in, fuel myself for the day. Literally walking in clouds right now. So I think we're going to be continuing along the trail, kind of following the side of the hill and then cutting up right before that peak and then hitting Citadel Pass. So this is going to be the most elevation gain of the day, so it's nice to get it out of the way in the first half. This is type 3 fun right now. Not even type 2. Ooh. It's a slog up that hill and it's raining. Everything's wet. Scratch that, it's not raining, it's snowing. You can see, well, maybe there's a cloud in the way, but there is snow that's actually accumulating on that mountain behind me right there. It's pretty crazy. So I made it onto Citadel Pass and it's still snowing. And that's kind of a dangerous thing for me right now. And that's because snow means cold temperatures, and with everything that I have being damp or wet from the rain last night, that's a deadly combination and something that I have to take pretty seriously. I'm a little bit worried, but I also have some contingencies in play. I have to recognize that I am in a serious situation with cold weather and wet, damp gear. So that's something that's on my mind, and I just want to share with you, because normally snow in the middle of summer would be kind of a cool thing, and I'd be like, woo, snow, let's make snow angels. But right now it's kind of a serious situation. Just hit the 20 kilometer mark, only 30 kilometers to go. Nothing at all, just a standard 30 kilometer day. And I kid, but honestly, a 20 kilometer day even last year would have been a lot for me. That would have been a big day. And I trained really hard for the Great Divide Trail. I put a lot of time and effort into choosing lightweight gear that's also going to keep me safe and comfortable, but also the training. And I think today hopefully will be those dividends paying off, all that training paying off. And yeah, fingers crossed I can get it done. It was a bit stacked against me with this weather, but I'm gonna give it a good try. I don't care how pretty this lake is. I am not having fun. This day is kind of miserable. One of those, why the heck am I doing this kind of days? Halfway, it's still snowing. It's snowing harder. But that's a pretty little lake. Made it to Sunshine Village Ski Resort. I probably should have brought my skis, but didn't, so we'll just keep hiking. So I just got to talk to Steph on the phone for a little bit. Definitely was very tempting to hike the 2 kilometers to the bottom of Sunshine Village and tell her to come and get me. Today today's the first day that I really feel like quitting. And honestly, like I like this kind of stuff. Like Steph told me, don't quit. She is super encouraging. And between that and just some of the views that we're seeing here, I can't quit. But I really want to. Thinking of a hot bath, warm shower. Yeah, today's a really tough day. So I've been thinking why today is a hard day for me, and I think it's partly just like disappointment that today is just not going as planned. I kind of pictured being able to see a whole bunch of awesome views. Like, I guess this is still pretty epic with the snow, but the snow also provides this danger aspect as well, which is disappointing for me because I really don't want to have to change my plans. I spent a lot of time training for this day and tomorrow, planning it, and I don't want to have to change that. I think as much as I have been trying to practice not having expectations for something like today, I had expectations for today, honestly, and the disappointment of things not going as planned is real. As well as just the fear is still there that I'm not going to be able to complete today, and if I do, that it's not going to be the way that I want to, just kind of finishing strong. And yeah, it just all bottles up into a bunch of emotions that make today a hard day. Getting there, Simpsons Pass, then Healy Pass, and then Whistling Pass, and then we're at Ball Pass Campground, where the destination is in just under 20 kilometers. So I'm out of elevation where the snow is, and the rain has kind of slowed down a little bit, but I'm a lot warmer than I was up there, which is good. But being down the forest brings up another set of kind of issues, I guess. I just saw some bear scat, so I have bears on the mind. I think I'm still a little bit skittish for sure. And I know this area is part of the zone that a bear called the Boss roams. And this bear has been hit by a train twice, and he beats up other bears all the time. I'm pretty sure I read that he's fathered 50% of the bears in the park, and he killed and ate a black bear. So this bear, if the fact that it got hit by a train twice wasn't enough to kind of make you think twice about wanting to encounter this bear, all that other stuff is pretty crazy. So yeah, fingers crossed he's somewhere else and I don't have to deal with that. I told Steph when I was talking to her earlier, if I have to spray a bear in the face twice, then I'm probably gonna quit the GDT. It's a sign at that point. Still raining, but getting up over Healy Pass, and then only one more pass to go today. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 5,000 miles to fall down at your door. It stopped raining, so I think we can give the Gear of the Day award to the Frog Togs rain suit. Come on down, Frog Togs. Even though you guys probably saw the butt ripped on me, that's okay. It more or less kept me dry, and more importantly, it kept me warm all day. I talked to Steph, and she said that rain should stop this evening at some point, and then the forecast for tonight is below freezing for this area. So it's gonna be cold, which is a little bit worrisome, but hopefully I have all the tools in my tool belt to keep warm tonight. Oh, been out and about for 40 kilometers now, eh? And only 10 more to go, bud. Not too bad. Still raining a little bit, but the sun came out, and it's amazing what a little bit of sun can do for your mood. I'm feeling pretty good. Less than 10K to go. Feeling warm? Yeah, we got this. 3 miles to the last pass of the day. Made it up onto Whistling Pass. Now to head over to the other side. Hey, Pika. Come check out the view on the other side of Whistling Pass. These are the Rocky Mountains. Wow. Spectacular. Whistling Pass and the view since we came down from that pass have been the biggest surprise of the trip so far as just beauty. Like this lake, those waterfalls, these mountains. Magnificent, it's crazy. I'm loving it. So glad I didn't quit in sunshine. I wouldn't have been able to see all of this. And I'm feeling a lot better. So we're just a few hundred meters from camp and I am really proud of myself. 2 years ago, or even 1 year ago, if you had asked me about hiking a 50-kilometer day, I would have said you're crazy and never would have thought that I would be doing it. And yet here I am, after all the training and everything, the rain today, the snow today, all the challenges of the day, I managed to get it done and that feels really good. So 52 kilometers total. It's going to be interesting at the campsite here tonight because it's supposed to get down below freezing and I'm going to be doing everything I can in order to stay warm. I'll have to let you guys know tomorrow how that goes. And tomorrow I start part 1 of the famous Rockwall Trail. So it's going to be a tough day, potentially even tougher than today because I'm going to be doing the most elevation gain out of any day of the entire trip. But I know there's going to be some epic, amazing views. So hopefully that's enough to keep the engine going.